NY corrections, everything going on out here. It's a lot moving on out here. We live at the Diddy trial today. Diddy trial live, no plea deal. Cassie tapes questioned by the judge. Jury selection begins. That's in court going on now. Okay, again, the Diddy trial is live. No plea deals. Cassie tape is questioned by the judge. We're going to see to what limit, to what gravity it has been questioned. So we're going to get into that. And the jury selection process has begun in court for a couple of days now. So salute to everybody. You already know the vibes. We live. Just went upstairs. I'm about to go back upstairs real quick. Just came out to just take a quick little break. Update y'all on some of the things that's going on in the courtroom. Some of the jurors, potential jurors that, you know what I mean, they're trying to be a part of the trial. You know what I mean? It just seems like a lot of people just want to be a part of this trial because of the celebrity, because of the notoriety. You know what I'm saying? Even though some people may say they don't have a bias, I believe that everyone has some sort of a bias. I just feel that, you know what I mean? Everybody has a bias some way, some form of fashion. Especially if you've seen that Cassie tape, you most definitely have a bias about this situation. But for us as the public, you know what I mean? You know, I make my 1-2 jokes, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes I make jokes of light of real things, but this is not a joke to me. But me just being in the court and listening to different people and potential jurors and different things like that, it puts us in a potential space of being that 13th juror. So all of us as the public, we are like the 13th juror because we all got our own view and our own opinion of the facts as we're going to start to hear what the facts are. So, you know, it's a whole real situation, man. But I do see that a lot of people just want to be down and they just want to be a part of the situation. Just for celebrity or notoriety, you know what I mean? Being honest with you, bro. Being honest, you know? Salute. Let me just do a quick little poll. This is a couple minute video. I'm just gonna rock out real quick. I can show y'all something. I could talk to a couple of the the journalists and a couple of the news people that's here. There's a couple of behind me, a couple across the street. News people, I could get their take on a couple of the situation. I got a few great people's numbers that I'm gonna bring on the channel this week, or maybe next week. News people from ABC News. I got journalists. I got people from High 97. I got all kinds of people that I've been speaking with and just getting their numbers, and they've been talking to me about different things and their perspectives on the case. You know what I'm saying? So. I'm doing a poll for y'all. This is my question for y'all. Do you feel that Diddy should have took a plea deal? Because Diddy's not taking no plea deal. Diddy's going to fight this thing. You know what I mean? I was just talking with another lawyer just now and shit. I was just talking with a lawyer and shit. He was breaking it down to me too, because he was telling me a lot about Diddy's lawyer. You know what I'm saying? Diddy got his lawyer, and he was explaining to me. He's like, you know, Diddy's lawyer had represented another guy a few years back, maybe several years or so back, in New York City in the Eastern District of Brooklyn. I'm like, word? So he's like, yeah. I'm like, what kind of case was it? He said the case was actually of a guy that was running a CUL, last letter looked like that. The guy was running one of those. And the guy's name was Veneri, you know what I'm saying? And he already gave me the breakdown, so I'm gonna go through a paperwork kind of breakdown just to see what this case was about too as well. But he ended up losing the case. Not to say this guy was charged with some wild things, not to say he could have won the case, probably. But I just want to know what happened and how he went about doing it and what had happened in the whole case. Yeah, because it was a wild situation. The guy ended up getting 100 years though. Most likely this guy was also charged under the Mann Act, because the Mann Act is brought in when you do it interstate transportation of people for SEX purposes and all of that stuff. When you're doing that type of stuff, then they bring in the Mann Act, because in the federal, they don't have charges like PDF and the certain little charges. They all fall under the Mann Act. You know what I mean? Just like how we got the robberies and extortions and all of those things, they fall under the Hobbs Act. Those things fall under Hobbs. It's kind of like something like that. You know what I mean? How they got that going on. But yeah, he was just explaining that to me. But This is some of the jurors I was just hearing, man. You know what I mean? One guy, he was like, yeah, he smoked weed. He's like, yo, what you smoke? He's like, I don't really smoke. When you smoke weed last? He fucking, I smoked weed last night. I'm like, bruh. He was honest, though. We laughed in the courtroom we was at. The courtroom where Diddy and them is at. They laughed in the courtroom where Diddy and them is at. Everybody was laughing. This shit was crazy. But it was like, yo, at least the guy is honest, bro. I was like, yo, that's crazy. He was like, nah, I'm going to stop smoking. They're like, yo, you know that if you're doing this, you're going to have to stop smoking. But he's so fool, the kid. Because, you know, weed is legal. He's talking about when he smoked, it kind of impairs his judgment or something. I'm like, bro, who says that? Whoever says that weed impairs your judgment, bro? Come on, bro. That's not like liquor, bro. And even if it did, why would you say that is my point, bro? You know what I'm saying? Come on, bro. Look, these people are coming back from they're having a fire drill, actually. They had a fire drill. I could have hyped it up. Yo, these people, yo. You know what I'm saying? For you two, right? Nah. They got a fire drill that they having with one of the big buildings on Center Street. And they're doing like this fire drill. They're doing a head count and getting everything together. If y'all zooming right down there, they're all in this park all the way down there. You see all the heads in that park that's over the car down there? It's mad people from the buildings, bro, over there. And they're doing like this fire drill, just practicing the evacuation process. Somebody was just talking to me about it from the buildings and stuff, so I was talking to them. But yo, I also got a video that I just took. It's crazy, bro. The guys at the Supreme Court, some young guys, yo, they was grabbing, it was like 10 cops on them, son, in the Supreme Court, bro. Them niggas ran out the building. I'm like, yo, chill, son, y'all niggas is wildin'. Cops is on them now, like they looking like they about to, what's his name? Alton. I'm sterile. Yo, bro, one of them ones, bro. They on him. I'm like, yo, bro, they is on you. It's like 15 of them on you. His man bugging, chill. They went inside the buildings. Allegedly, they was arguing. I don't know if they was profile. I don't know what had happened, bro. Nasty work, though. Nasty work. I did get the video. I'm going to upload it to y'all and show y'all. You know what I mean? I try to get the young boys information just in case I need to call somebody for them and stuff like that. You know what I mean? Because they went up to the court. The guys from the court said, you don't know what happened. You don't know what happened. They came in here trying to start with us and act like they don't want to get no search. I'm like, bro, come on, man. Ain't nobody doing that in no Supreme Court building. Act like you don't want to get no search. Stop. Okay, I see y'all. Yo, work is a funny thing, though, right? You know, half of these people, some of these people is married, right? Or have girlfriends or significant others. And then, you know, when you at work, you got your work wife or your work husband. Some of these people is work wives and work husbands, man. They need to stop the bullshit. You know it's the truth. Look at them. They got married, yo. Oh, they got married. Look at them. These two right here. See them? Congratulations to them, yo. Congratulations, man. Word, I feel a scream that shit across the street, right? Congratulations! Facts. I ain't scared, nigga. Black man, nigga. What you talking about? I can congratulate people. Look, celebrate that. That's love in them. You know what I mean? I ain't scared like a black man. I feel like I'm something if I say congratulations to them. Look how good they look. Look at them. Happy for them, son. They just took their day today, man. But wish it lasts forever for y'all, man. Straight, bro. I ain't no hater, bro. I ain't never been a hater. On mommy. You know what I mean? I ain't never been a hater. Facts. Yeah, I'm about to go back upstairs though, and we're gonna see what's going on, man. I got some notes that I took down already. I'm about to take down some more notes. I had a couple of people that was coming back up here to meet me. One guy from Hot Knot 7 was supposed to come back up here in Kamala, and we're gonna do some stuff. So me and him got some good stuff that we doing too. Me and my dude Gato from Hot 97. We got a dope thing that we got planned. It's gonna be dope, so I want y'all to look into that. You know what I'm saying? He got a dope album too. Gato, he coming out with his music. So me and him about to do some work on some music. You know, I do music. You know, I do songwriting. All like the people in the industry. So me and him about to do some work on some music. He want me to feature on his album as well on his project. So I'm most likely gonna do a collaboration with him. But I'm gonna bring him to the channel so we can have a discussion about that. And I want him to have a discussion about some of this stuff, the Diddy trial, what his thoughts is. And what some of the people at maybe at Hot 97 and, you know what I mean, things like that, you know what I mean? Lo and La Rosa's and I'm supposed to be up here maybe like on Friday or one of these days. And I think they said DJ Academics and them supposed to be here on Monday. Academics and them, you know what I'm saying? My base, what's up, mommy? 1988 times. You know we gotta be in the building, bro. You know I'm from the OOTA. You know I'm from the OOTA, but I don't move like that, bro. I be chilling, bro. That's how you gotta be, bro. I be like this. When I was selling drugs, just like this. Straight, nigga. Nigga, you don't understand, nigga. That shit come out this shit come out this, nigga. You wouldn't believe it. You wouldn't believe it. The police wouldn't believe. They sitting there talking to me like this. Hey, how you doing, guy? I'm like, hey, how you doing? Slam me on me all like this, like chilling. They don't perceive that. I'm black already. I understand how I'm perceived. So I understand how to change my perception. I've been knew that from a little kid. Ask my friends. I was dressing like this from a young kid. Not today or tomorrow. I've been dressing like this, man. You know what I'm saying? Because I understand that a black man can get further by dressing like this. People are more willing to talk to you. You know what I mean? When I'm hooded up, I still talk to people, and people still talk to me anyway, because I'm just one of those kinds of people, I think. But I think that this perception, because it is a perception, brings people to you differently. You know what I mean? I remember one day I was young, and I was dressing like this. I was young, and I went on a bus, and an old lady was on the bus, and she stopped me, an old lady, and she was like, old black lady, and she was like, "Now that's how the black man look. Now that's how the black man supposed to dress." And I was like, hmm? But it stuck in my head. And I always thought about that. You know what I mean? Because she was right. She was right. You know what I'm saying? But I'm like this, I'm chilling. You know what I'm saying? I'll be in the court chilling like this. I'll be up there like, yo, come, bro, you want to go this way? They can be ushering me this way. This way, brother. I'm like, all right, cool. You know what I'm saying? So that's all that is. You know what I'm saying? Salute. I appreciate you, lot. Appreciate you, lot. Yeah, that's what we're doing, though, man. I'm about to go back in the courtroom. So as soon as I come back out the courtroom, I'm gonna come out the courtroom like, let me see, it's 10:50. I'll probably go up there like 11 something. I'm gonna be out of there because they probably break after like 12. They probably break after like 12 or so. Yeah, so right in there. Then I'm gonna rock out to like 2. So I'm gonna go live to like 2. Till the recess is over. Then I'm gonna go back upstairs after the recess. You know, it usually lasts and rocks until about 6 o'clock, you know what I'm saying? Because you know a regular court day is like till 5 o'clock. But you know it'd be spilling over, it's mad stuff going on. It's a lot going on. Have a good day. Listen though, you know what I'm saying? Listen. Chill out. But I want to know what y'all thinking about Diddy. I'm saying, let's see what's going on with the poll so far. 50-50, gangster. That's gangster, bro. 50-50, you can't be mad with a 50-50 ever in life, bro. 50-50 chances, bro, doing good. One of the officers in the building, he was talking to me and said, he said, you know, it's crazy. It feels like the attention is dying down and like the media attention is dying down on this and stuff like that. And, you know, I do see it though. I do see that too as well, bro. No, it's a lot. But yeah, though, man. Everybody make sure they subbed up, subscribe to the channel, turn the notification bells on. It's lit outside. You see, it's outside, real time. Look, I'm using my camera out, man. We in New York City, man. Real life, bro. You know what I'm saying? Real life, man. We living our life in real time. You know what I'm saying? I don't care what happens. Whatever happens, happens. Live your life. I'm not scared. I'm not scary. Don't make me a gangster or extracurricular thug. Don't make me none, bro. Just make me living my life. I'm not a turtle. I'm not living in a shell. Don't do that. Don't do that. If I have ops, they're going to see me many of times and many of days because I'm always outside. I'm not hiding anywhere, bro. You know what I'm saying? Look, I'm here by the courthouse. Diddy. Fuck, nigga. You know where Diddy at? Look, this is where Diddy at. Let me show y'all niggas. I know this is crazy. Look, Diddy. That's where Diddy at, nigga. You see this shit? Diddy. All right, nigga. Don't tell me I ain't told you where Diddy at. You know what I'm saying? Don't tell me I ain't told you. I told you. You know what I'm saying? I told y'all where Diddy at. Alright? So yeah, man. Pop out. Pop out on the court case. See what's going on. I met a couple of dope people, man. They coming out today. They probably upstairs already. They from Brazil, yo. Some dope content creators from Brazil. They was on my stream yesterday. Check out my live yesterday from the trial. They was dope too as well. And yeah, man, they was dope. But they live in Brazil. It's crazy. I'm like, yo, y'all live in Brazil? One's white girl, Spanish girl. I'm like, you live in Brazil? She's like, I live in Brazil. I'm like, word? She's like, I'm a content creator from Brazil. I'm like, that's crazy. And they were doing they live in Portuguese and all that. I'm like, oh, that's crazy. And they lit too. They got like 500-something thousand subscribers, bro. And they like, yo, give me a video so I can post on my channel. I'm like, all right, cool, I gotta check. Let me get y'all a video right now. I did a video for them that they gonna post on their channel. They got 514,000 subscribers. Their name is Nati and Iisa. Nati Iisa. Naty, the letter E, space ISA. Nati Iisa. Nati Iisa, you check it out, man. They cool people. They got their takes on the Diddy thing too. But they on some other shit. She like, nah, Diddy guilty. I'm like, oh man, sis, what up? She like, nah, that nigga. I'm like, damn. Sis was going hard. She said he guilty straight. But you know, we need people with their own opinions. You know what I'm saying? I try to be in the middle and have no opinion. Excuse really?
Sir, what's going on, Puff
Diddy trial, Puff Daddy.
Okay, how many years?
Not yet. There's only jury selection still. Jury selection process still going on. You all ready?
Was that big group of people? Are they jury?
Oh no, these people coming from Center Street. They're doing a drill with those people. Yeah. The fire drill going up in the Diddy trial is a whole nother fire drill. It's a whole nother thing going up there. That's what we doing, man. You know what I'm saying? You see people talk to me. I'm chilling. That's how people talk to me. That's how women come up and talk to me. I'm like, what up? Chicks be raising me up, bro. You talking about facts, man. I don't be saying shit. I be telling, bro. I don't be on that type of time. I be telling. Used to be when I was younger a little bit. It's crazy shit. Nah, I ain't about that. I be chilling, bro. Chuck chilling, bro. Chuck chilling. You know what I mean? I might remind some of these older ladies of one of they, you know what I mean? Back in their little time, they might have met a young nigga like me. Like, I remember I had a nigga that was like this nigga. Back when I was in my whippersnapper days. You know what I'm saying? I might remind an old foot. Hold up, old foot got a limp. I might remind an old foot of that thing. You know what I'm saying? I ain't mad, baby. I ain't mad. You know what I'm saying? I like some little salt and pepper on my bird. I like some older woman. You know what I'm saying? I don't mean to call you no bird, baby, but you know what I mean. Respectful. You know what I'm saying? I like a little seasoning, a little salt and pepper, a little gray hairs or something on my baby. I'm like, girl, you dye that shit, we broke up. If you dye your hair, we broken up. I hope you know that. Don't dye it. If you even try it and dye it, oh yeah, you going on a diet because we done. You gonna go to diet for me, and this beef I got. We ain't doing it. So beautiful women, appreciate your gray hairs, appreciate your life and your maturity, and you know what I mean. And your wisdom and all the things that you got, you know what I'm saying? It's a blessing to even see gray hairs, man. It's most definitely a blessing, man. Some people, a lot of my friends never even got a chance to. Me, at one point, I never even thought I'd live past 18. I never really planned for my life to live past 18.
Jury selection still going on?
A very talented person in my life. So many people pushing me to just do my talents. He was being in the streets, he being caught up with this, that, all kind of shit, running around chasing things. That shit I'm talking. It's in life, you know what I'm saying? That shit in life. So, you know. It's YouTube, but it's called YouTube. It's not called me being something else on it. That's why when I watch people on YouTube, everybody got this pristine image and this thing that they want to keep. And it should be going to you. You know what I'm saying? And all those pristine images, they will all be lifted up because the Most High God is upstairs. You know what I'm saying? And who you really are will always come to the surface and show. You feel me? I have no, you know what I mean? Nothing to hold. I don't care. Anybody that knows me knows that. You know what I'm saying? No, I'm bugged out. I do not care. Straight. Don't. And, you know what I mean? I don't even care to talk about my own wrongs. I do. Wrongs make you get right, bro. If you still moving in the same manners, then you shouldn't talk about your wrongs. You know what I mean? If you still moving in the same ways, why would you? You blowing up your own cover. You know what I'm saying? But if you trying to move forward in your life, any wrongs you ever made in your life, you can move faster. Certain shit, I just don't think you can. If you're doing like things to kids and certain shit, bro, I just don't think you can. That's just me. Don't think you can. You know what I mean? If you hurt like kids, you just want to hurt women all the time, you just doing some dumb shit, you just want to be the man all the time. Certain shit, you just women trying to do things to men too. Women hurt people too. Hurting kids too and all that. If you're doing certain kind of weirdo stuff, then I don't think you can really change. Even though you may think you change, I don't know. I don't know. Because even when I was cheating a lot, and I thought that I would change when I was cheating, I still went back to cheating. And that's something simple like cheating. So you was doing some weirdo shit to people, and you changed that quick? Nah, bro. I don't know about it. You know what I'm saying? Because it took a lot for me to change a lot of things about me and like cheating and stuff like that. It took me believing in me, one. Okay? Because the people that don't cheat and do things like this, the people that actually are satisfied with themselves. You know what I mean? Because if I'm with someone and they do something and I'm waiting for them to do something, why? Because I'm trying to get back at them. But you know, I've had women that I've done shit to when I was cheating and shit like that, and they was hurt by it, but they never went and cheated back on me. And I'm confident in that. If they did, they could have got their lick back, whatever, but I'm just saying, I'm confident that they didn't because that's not who they were. So because I was being who I was, didn't change who they were being. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes you meet women like that, you know what I'm saying? That even if you might be doing some fucked up shit or you might be messing up, that don't mean that she does what you do. But a lot of times that woman that doesn't do the things that we do or I did, they get a lot of the ridicules like they are doing some of the things that I did or that we do. You know what I'm saying? So I just learned a lot in life. I just learned a lot in relationships. I just did a lot of growing. You know what I'm saying? And I grew a lot from the women that I have been in relationships with. Women that I had that it didn't go all the way right with. You know what I'm saying as well. Their voices still echo in my head or telling me shit that's keeping me focused today. You know what I mean? Even though we might not be together, we might not be kicking it no more. I still think about their minds. And what's so crazy is that they inspire changes in me, like women from my past. They've inspired changes in me that they never even got a chance to see. You know what I'm saying? Like they would have wanted me to change for them. But, you know, I guess I changed for somebody else. I guess they changed me for someone else. But shit though, man. Gangsta shit, bro. You gotta open your mind. Yeah, yes I do, brother. Why? Why I can't have a trap on? Yes I do. Why? What you got? What you got, Bond? Whatever the fuck your name is. What you got, Bond? Tell me before I cook you, nigga. Speak or forever hold your peace, Bond, because I'm about to cook you. Because your ass was in a Diddy freak off, allegedly. You playing games, Bond. That's why you mad at me, Bond, because you was in a Diddy freak off. Bond, you know what your only job in the freak off was, allegedly? To hold 2 bottles of baby oils in your hand, Bond. This is what you was doing, Bond. I don't block you. Look, you still there. Look, I'm not mad with you. Say whatever you want to say. Look. You had Johnson & Johnson's in both your hands, Bond. Your only job was to oil up the contestants, allegedly, in the day. That's what you did, Bond. That's what you did, allegedly, bro. This is all allegedly. But we do know there was a freak-off, and we do know there was baby oils involved. So I'm just talking about baby oils and the freak-off. And what was you doing in the freak-off, Bond? Put us on game. Look, I'm outside the building. Bond, you supposed to be here, too. Why you not in the building, Bond? Where did he? You was in the party, Bond. What happened to you? Yeah, if you're now coming in the chat, this guy, Bond, he's mad because I blew him up that he was in a Diddy freak-off e-calls. And he's trying to act like we don't know. And now he's mad. Look at his name. Don't forget it. B-A-A-N was in a Diddy freak-off. Look. He's mad at me. Why is this man mad at me? His only job in a Diddy freak-off? Yo, if you now came in, this guy, Bond, he was in a Diddy freak-off, and he's mad at me. Now he's trying to curse me because I blew him up. He's mad. Allegedly. Look. His only job was to hold 1 bottle of baby oil and 1 bottle of baby oil and oil up the people. And you know what the nigga did? The nigga was singing a song, bro. The nigga was singing a song. The song he was singing was 1,000 bottles of baby oil on the wall. 1,000 bottles of baby oil. And if one of those baby oils should fall, 999 bottles of baby oil on the wall. You were singing 999 bottles of baby oil on the wall, homie. So, Bond, don't come in here coming for me, bro. I'm not the one. Leave me be, Bond. I will cook you. I don't have to be mad at nobody and block nobody. I just joke your ass out of my chat. That's me, nigga. Here, nigga. Watch your mouth when you talk to me. And I'm going to leave you there so you can come back. If you came into the chat now, this nigga Bond was in a Diddy Egos. Allegedly. Nasty work with this guy. Nasty work. Yeah, bro. I'll be back, though. I'm going to be back in a minute. You already know the vibe. I'm at the trial. I have a GoPro. My GoPro is an actual tripod, too. See what I'm saying? Look. My GoPro's a tripod. What's wrong with his fool ass? Why can't I have a GoPro? Right? Because I'm outside, and I'm doing this with the trial. Trying to get my people to content. But somebody's mad because I have a tripod here. No, this is a GoPro, but it's actually a tripod, and it's actually other things in one. That's what this device is that I have right here. You know what I'm saying? So relax yourself, bro. Just relax yourself. Stop being a hater on earth, bro. Things get greater later. Don't be a hater, bro. All right? I'm about to go back in the trial. You already know the vibes. Salute to everybody. Everybody run this up. Everybody should like, share, subscribe. Share this video. Share it to all your platforms. I want everybody dropping their likes, all right? By the time we come back, I'll probably have somebody that's going to speak to y'all from inside the court or something like that. I'm going to try to start bringing out some people on the screens now instead of me just talking a lot, which I'm telling y'all, just trying to update y'all. And I'm going to try to bring some people like news people, journalists, whoever people. I got some people. Shorty from TMZ just walked by me. She all right too. She pretty, but she was just moving so thirsty yesterday with going to the people. Can I get an interview? I'm like, slow down. Yo, bro, I could have got her interview with a couple of these people probably because she just running up. I just don't like how she running up like that. Because if a man was running up to people like that, you be thinking that nigga's thirsty. So I don't like to see women do that shit. I don't even care if it's your job. You got to be casual when you do your thing. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I ain't really jacking up. Yeah, man. Appreciate you. Look, God looking out for me and all that, man. I left my phone here. Look, come on, man. Everybody ain't bad, man. This guy, officer from the building, bro. I left my phone right there. He like, brother, take your phone, man. That's how much we in the building. That's how much we vibing, and that's how much people rocking with us, man. They just respect us, man. You know what I'm saying? People look out for you. Ain't about the walks of life, the color, nothing, bro. Ain't about none of that, bro. You know what I'm saying, son? I ain't running around talking to no ops. Nah, nigga. Yeah, though. Everybody hit subscribe button. Hit share button. You heard? I'll be back in a minute. OOTA. Whatever it feels, man. Whatever y'all feel in life, man. Listen to me. I'm not a hater in life. I just want to leave y'all with this thought. Listen to me. I spent more than half my life hating. My hate had a weapon involved with the hate. Some of you wouldn't even be able to hate in front of me because you probably wouldn't even exist anymore. That's on my mom's life. You hear me? It's on my mother's life. I don't have to argue with anyone because I understand life and I understand the devil. And I understand that me and the devil were best friends for many of years. And I kicked him out of my life just maybe last year or so too. I just kicked him out of my life. And he's still chasing me down, wanting to get back in my life. And I'm trying to give all the praise to God now. I'm not trying to go back to my drug dealer ways and the things that I've done in my past and anything else that you think that I've done. Okay? So whatever you think, I want you to think it. Because everybody's allowed to have their opinion in life. So have whatever opinion that you feel about me. Just understand it doesn't change what I think. Understand. You have to come and show me what you're telling me. On Jesus Sandals. Jesus Sandals, son. I'm outside, son. Look at me. I'm from New York. I got ops. What happened? I'm outside. They know where I'm at. What happened? That's how I'm living. When you see niggas living like that, watch your mouth. I'm still gonna be right here after I come from downstairs. When you're living like that, you show me. Let me show you the street sign again. Okay, before I get the fuck off, because you niggas is funny. That's what the fuck I'm at. Okay? And that's not for you, that's for everybody. Okay, cool. That's how I live. That's how I live. So don't beef with me. Even you content creators, don't beef with me, because you will see me before the fuck you know it.